Hey Nancy, how you going? Okay, so sure Nancy, of course. My PayPal link is in the description box, but if you don't have PayPal, then I do accept the super chat. And just post your question for me. I've got a new deck that I'm excited to use. It's the Unity Oracle. And it's like a collection of different authors, like Lucy Cavendish, all sorts of different spiritual authors have contributed to this deck. So it's a worldwide collaboration of wisdom, and it's quite an interesting deck. So the only reason why I prefer PayPal is because I think YouTube takes a really huge cut. Like, I don't know if it's close to 50%. So I do prefer PayPal, but you know what? PayPal is a bit similar now. So like the fees are just crazy. So anyway, whatever you want to do is totally fine. And as I say that, the choice is yours. All right, I love it when everything is in sync. So I've got all my cards ready to go. Oh my goodness, already we have people I have to remove. There we go. Hey Cindy. Hey Dee, how you going? So just so you know, I'm going to do one card free for those of you who just want a mini message. Otherwise, more detailed reading is $15. So I've got my decks that I've made myself. I've got my new cards here. I've got my tarot decks, and we're ready to go. So let's get going. We've got Cindy has paid already. So Cindy, let me know what you would like me to read for you about. Hey Reagan. And I've got my puppy in the background distracting me at the moment. Can you please get on your bed? Thank you. Good girl. No, it's bedtime for you. We've already taken you for 2 walks today. Oh no. I think it's definitely your anxiety, Cindy. That's something that you're going to need to manage. I don't think it's like a physical health condition so much as it is, you know, your stress. Hey Michelle, let's have a look at one of my health decks and see what we can get. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Cindy need to see regarding health? What does Cindy need to see regarding health? There is a need to go and see someone, and I'm pretty sure I said that to you during the week. This card says go get tested. I feel like you've already got the scans done, but I feel like it's more about you needing to go and see a counselor, okay, to help you process all of the things that have been going on for you. You know, you've experienced profound loss, so you're going to need someone to help you process. And maybe you just need to go and speak to someone and get it all off your chest. Angels and Spirit. And as I shuffle your cards, I can feel how breathless you are. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Cindy need to see? I'm also getting like tightness in my throat as well. What does Cindy need to see, please, Spirit? What does Cindy need to see regarding her health? I am picking up on an autoimmune condition that could be hereditary. So you could have it It runs in your family. I'm worried that if you don't get your anxiety under control, it's going to trigger that autoimmune condition, because I firmly believe that autoimmune conditions are triggered from stress. Let's see, angels and spirit, please show me. And I feel like whatever this autoimmune condition is, it affects the nerves. So you might be getting like nerve pain. You need rest. Yeah, it's like your soul is tired. Let's see. Get a second opinion. All the cards are showing me you need to go in and see a specialist. You need to go and see someone. And I feel like it's about your anxiety most of all. So you might want to go and see about, you know, maybe like some kind of therapist. Angels and spirit, please show me. What does Cindy need to see? We're going to use the Unity Oracle in just a second for you. And then we've got Nancy. Okay. Thank you so much, Nancy. Thyroid. Okay. Yeah, that could be the autoimmune condition. I do see you needing to take a prescription, okay? So I am seeing medication. Angels and spirit, please show me, what does Cindy need to see? I am seeing a blood test. I don't know if that's in connection with your thyroid. But they're saying it's not what you think. I feel like sometimes you get very paranoid about what health condition you could be suffering from. And maybe you go on Google and you fear the worst. It's not what you think. I really do think it's, yeah, so you get tested. I really think it's connected to your stress. Yeah, look, underlying health issue. The underlying health issue is your stress. So if you can get your stress under control, all of these problems that you're experiencing, these symptoms will go away, and you've got to see a specialist. So you definitely need to go and see someone about your anxiety. Let's have a look at this deck. Angels and spirit, please show me. What does Cindy need to see? What is the guidance for Cindy? What's the guidance for Cindy, please? Comfort. Reconnect with your inner child. Thank you, Nadia. Thank you so much. I will be getting to your reading shortly. Now, let's have a look. This is my brand new deck that I got yesterday, so I want to have a look at this message. It says, deep inside yourself resides your inner child, the playful, pure, and joyful part that we often lose touch with as we grow. Our inner child holds our imagination, creativity, and our ability to play. When we experience hurt and trauma, which you have, we can disconnect from our inner child as a form of self-protection, and it can take some time to heal those fragmented parts of ourselves. Often the hurts and traumas that occur during childhood are not our fault, but healing them is our responsibility. Your inner child may be feeling wounded or neglected. Take a moment to remember yourself at a young age when you felt most in need of comfort. Once you've brought that image to your mind's eye, I invite you to allow your adult self to approach them. Get down on your knees in front of them and tell them that you love them. Allow your words to flow and give them the comfort that you wish you received in your childhood. Hold them close if they will let you. They may resist at first, but with time, you will begin to trust yourself again. Tell the wounded part of yourself that you've got them now. You're here to protect them and keep them safe. Reinforce to your inner child, it was not our fault. Working together, you can begin to heal the parts of you that may have been left behind. Okay, so it is trauma that you're working through right now, okay? And it is the cause of some of the physical symptoms that you're experiencing. I'm just going to finish your reading with a spirit message, and then we're going to go to Nancy's question. Okay. Angels and spirit, please show me, what does Cindy need to see? What does Cindy need to see? All right, Cindy, you've got Perhaps you're reminded all too often just how quickly the phases in your life can shift, one change after another. You're learning to adapt and grow, so be kind and gentle with yourself. Count all your blessings, even the small ones. Show gratitude and appreciation for all that you have in life and all that has yet to come into it. Your best days are still ahead of you. Isn't that a wonderful thought? So you might have gone through a really traumatic time, but these cards are reassuring you that it's only temporary, okay? You will get through this. Just try and calm that anxiety, breathe, really make a conscious effort to regulate your breathing, okay? And I know it's difficult with all of the symptoms that you're experiencing, but you will need to go and see someone about your anxiety is what I'm being shown, okay? So I hope that that was helpful. Next we have Nancy. Let's see, Nancy, if you could post your question for me. I would like to know Scorpio's feelings and will he be communicating with me soon? Okay, let's have a look. Which deck do I want to use? I want to use the tarot. All right, let's see. Angels and Spirit, please show me. How does Scorpio feel towards Nancy? Angels and Spirit, please show me how does Scorpio feel towards Nancy? Page of Swords in the reverse. There's something that you don't know. Something that Scorpio might not have told you. Show me, what is this? What is this that Scorpio has not let Nancy know? Show me, what is this that Scorpio is holding back from Nancy? Okay. It's definitely something that you're not aware of. And, you know, it doesn't really surprise me because as a Scorpio, I know that we are secretive. We don't mean to be. We don't mean to be secretive. It's just, I feel like it's a protection mechanism. We don't know how the world or how other people will receive our deepest, darkest feelings and vulnerabilities. And so we choose to keep them to ourselves. But I'm seeing a number of cards showing that there's information being withheld right now. Okay, so we've got the High Priestess in the reverse, we have the Moon in the reverse. This is good news. It tells me that whatever is being withheld will be coming to the surface soon. Okay, at the bottom of the deck we've got the Fool in the reverse. So I feel like Scorpio isn't ready to take a leap of faith towards you, or anyone for that matter. There's something holding Scorpio back from embarking on a new beginning when it comes to love, okay? And that's reinforced by the Sun in the reverse. The Sun is about new beginnings. The Sun is about the dawn of a new day. And when it's in the reverse, it's like, it's not time yet. We have the Three of Swords in the reverse. I feel like this person is still healing from something quite difficult. It could have been a relationship. Yeah, this person doesn't know what their next moves are going to be. I feel like this Scorpio is contemplating, what does my next chapter look like? Where do I want to be? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to be? So I feel like Scorpio is going through a bit of a, what's the word? Existential crisis. And there's stuck energy here. So with the Six of Swords in the reverse, it's like Scorpio isn't able to move forward at this time. But we have the Page of Pentacles. I do feel like there will be communication, but I want you to manage your expectations because it's just a page. So pages are like, it's new energy. It's like this person is curious about you and wants to get to know you at a deeper level, but it may take time, okay? I feel like this person is releasing someone from their past. Because we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, and we also have the Lovers in the reverse. Okay. Let's see what this person would say to you. And then we'll get your advice, Nancy. Okay. So let's see. What does Scorpio want to say to Nancy? Oh, thank you so much, Nadia. Thanks, Mark. Oh, get so much love. That's so true, Jean. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so what does Scorpio want to say to Nancy? What does Scorpio want to say to Nancy, please? Yeah. We've got, I'm slowing things down. I need some time to adjust to the changes. So it definitely feels like Scorpio is not in any hurry to jump into anything. It's not about you or their feelings towards you. It's about what this person is going through on a personal level. This person doesn't completely trust this connection, and I was seeing that with the Fool in the reverse position, and it goes back to what Jean said. I feel like this person is slow to trust at the moment. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Scorpio want to say to Nancy? What does Scorpio want to say to Nancy? Yeah, this person is in and out at the moment. They're saying, I'm going to pop in and out of your life whenever I please. So it could be a bit of a slow burn with this person. You might want to start off like on a friendship level until this person learns to trust. Yeah, see, there's this card that says, I'm behaving strangely because I'm hiding something from you. There's something that this person doesn't want you to know just yet. Let's have a look at your advice. I'm going to use which deck? This one. Okay. Angels and Spirit, please show me what is the love advice for Nancy? Okay. Hey, Helene. All right, what is Nancy's love advice, please? What is Nancy's love advice? Oh, sorry guys, I don't know. My phone just fell down. You've got a card that says you want difficult people to see you as an ally rather than an enemy. This is interesting because Scorpios tend to have a bit of a suspicious side to them. Like, it's not that we think the worst in people. It's just when we have trust issues, it makes it very hard for us to open up. So I don't know what it is that this person finds a little bit intimidating or threatening about you. But there's a need for you to show that you're on the same side. That you don't want anything in particular from Scorpio, but there is interest. And I don't know how you're going to go about demonstrating that, but let me know if that makes sense to you. What is Nancy's advice? What is Nancy's advice? Maybe you need to just hold space for this person for the time being. Hold space for them. Be open to what they have to give right now. Okay. You've got a card that says be open. Be open to magic synchronicities so that you release your fears about love and open to it fully. And give up the need for certainty now and leave room for magic. And you've also got a card that says speak from the heart and you will open the gate for others to speak from theirs. So whatever you're wanting from Scorpio, I feel like you need to give it first. You need to kind of show the way. Because I feel like Scorpio could be mirroring something within you. I don't know whether you have your own trust issues. So when you heal your own trust issues and you open yourself up, I feel like the other person will kind of follow suit. Let me know if that makes sense to you. I hope that that does. I hope that that's clear. Let me see. We've got next person was Nadia. Is there anything negative that I need to watch out for, such as people, work, or money? Let's see, which deck do I want to use for that? Let's see what the tarot says. Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Nadia need to watch out for? What does Nadia need to be conscious of? What does Nadia need to be conscious of? There's someone from your past that could be coming in that doesn't have the best intentions. So I would say, yes, a person. That's interesting because I put the card back in, but now it makes sense. The Knight of Cups came out. So there's someone that is going to make a romantic gesture or a romantic offer, but I don't feel like that person can be trusted because we have the Knight of Wands, who is the player in the tarot, and it's fallen out next to the Seven of Swords, which is a card about deception. Okay, it's also a card about hidden motives. It can be a card about avoidance. So I feel like this person is in and out and isn't going to be honest about their intentions towards you. And even if you even if you do attempt to get to the bottom of what this person wants, they're going to tell you what they think you want to hear. You know, I'm getting denial, I'm getting excuses, I'm getting avoidance from this person. It's someone definitely from your past because you have the Ten of Swords in the reverse, which is unfinished business. Be wary of any situation that attempts to control you or restrict you in some way. So it could be people that try to mold you into what they think is best for you and them, okay? Because the Eight of Swords has come out in the reverse position. So you're being asked to release yourself from any feelings of, you know, sometimes we feel duty bound, for example, to family. Family make us feel that in order for us to be accepted, in order for us to get their love, we have to be a certain way. I want you to avoid those situations. You are not bound to be anything other than your true self, is what I'm seeing with the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Let's have a look at some general oracle messages. This one here. Nadia. What does Nadia need to see, please? What does Nadia need to see? What's the guidance for Nadia? What's the guidance for Nadia, please? Yeah, you know how I was saying, watch out for people who make you feel like you will only be accepted, or you will only get that sense of belonging if you fit into their, if you adhere to their expectations and rules. Because you've got a card that says most of us are frightened away from or talked out of our passion, and we're made to feel like it's inappropriate or useless. But Spirit is wanting you to take the path less traveled. Spirit is wanting you to pursue your passion simply because it makes you feel alive and meaningful and valuable and worthy. They're wanting you to step out of your comfort zone. You've got a card that says make friends with change. Change is never painful. Only the resistance to change is painful. So this could be the way you go about your life needs to change. The way that you see yourself needs to change. Some beliefs need to change. There are patterns in your life that need to change, and you should embrace these changes. It's part of your growth and expansion. Okay. Yeah, you're being asked to set yourself free from the attachments that you have to your own cage before the universe demolishes it for you. Yeah, the death of something is actually needed in order to get to where you want to go. So this could be a job that you've outgrown, you've learned all that you can learn from this particular job, and it's time to move on to greener pastures. The death of something is actually needed in order to get to where you want to go. So something that is no longer serving your expansion is coming to an end, and you need to let it come to an end in order to move forward. Okay. So that's what I'm being shown. And then I just want to leave you with this parting piece of advice. You must know exactly what it is that you want and be willing to ask for it, and know exactly what you're willing to do if you do not get it. This card normally comes out when I'm reading for someone who is learning not to be such a people pleaser. It usually comes out for people who tend to accept relationships or situations that they know aren't for their highest good, but they would prefer that over nothing. Do you know what I mean? But if only they knew, if they were to not sell themselves so short, the universe would reward them with something much, much greater. So I hope that that makes sense to you, Nadia. Hey, Isabelle, I remember you. Yes. Okay. Hey, Bernard. I'm really well, thank you. Okay. All right. I just want to, if you're still there, Nadia, let me know if you're still there. There was another deck that I wanted to shuffle just quickly. Awesome. Okay, there's just one more deck. I just want to see what is blocking Nadia right now. What is blocking Nadia? What is blocking Nadia? You've got lies and illusions and loneliness. Interesting, because loneliness will cause us to go back to relationships that aren't good for us, because we would rather be in those relationships than be alone, right? And since the very beginning of our life, we experience a desire to connect with others, and we want to be part of a group or a community, and we want to witness lives of others. We also have an urge to share our own ups and downs and our thoughts, our feelings and discoveries with other humans. But Make sure you're connecting to others in a meaningful and loving way, and make sure there's reciprocity. And make sure you're not gravitating towards relationships that make you feel alone. So with lies and illusions, there's a need to be honest with yourself. We choose at times to focus on untruths and illusions because the truth itself may hurt us too much, or may require us to do something we're not ready for. We impair our vision by looking through a clouded lens. Because of fear and past suffering, we accept false beliefs and create reality that does not correspond with our truth. We don't want to see what is often in front of us. We avoid what needs to be done because it may be difficult and painful. So there's a need to look at your reality with open, loving, and discerning eyes, because you're strong and ready to face your truth and to accomplish what needs to be done. So I hope that that is helpful. Who have we got here? We've got another Nadia. Oh, sorry, another Nancy. Or is it the same Nancy? Sorry, we had a Nadia and two Nancys, I think. Why is Scorpio spying on my social media and passing by my house? Oh, okay. Let's see. What is Scorpio's intentions towards Nancy? What are Scorpio's intentions towards Nancy, please? What are Scorpio's intentions? What is Scorpio's? He wants your attention. I'm getting that with the Six of Wands. I feel like he does want a chance with you because we have the Wheel of Fortune. Why is he spying on you? Let's see what he's going to do with his partnership. What's Scorpio's intentions towards his current relationship? What are Scorpio's intentions towards his current relationship? Yeah, I feel like he's about to end that relationship because we definitely have that clear with the Ten of Swords. But I feel like he's not confident when it comes to pursuing you. It's almost like he needs more information before he has the courage to initiate something with you, okay? I feel like he's very attracted to you, Nancy, because we have the Page of Wands, but the Ace of Wands in the reverse is showing me he's not ready to initiate. He feels like there could be a future between the two of you with the Ten of Cups, but he lacks confidence is what I'm getting here, okay? I feel like there could be something that happens in Leo season, which is by the end of July, okay? So that's what I'm being shown. I'm just going to see what the Shadow Love Oracle has. What does Nancy need to see? What does Nancy need to see regarding Scorpio? What does Nancy need to see regarding Scorpio? What does Nancy need to see regarding Scorpio? You've got the Distant card here. So this is watching you from afar. Show me, what does Nancy need to see regarding Scorpio? What does Nancy need to see regarding Scorpio, please? Dark side. I just feel like there's a lot in the dark right now. There's a lot of uncertainty. I don't feel like Scorpio, you don't need to worry about them having a dark side. It's more about they're in the dark about what's going on for you, how you feel about them. And before they take a leap of faith, it's like they need more certainty. That's what it feels like. What does Nancy need to see about Scorpio? Yeah, it takes two. I feel like they want to know that you feel the same way before they make any moves. So they're conflicted at the moment is what it feels like, okay? Nadia says, my feng shui money bowl decor broke without anyone touching it. Let me see what I can get about that. I don't think you should read too much into it. Was it in the light? Was there too much light getting to this? I don't know why I'm getting heat and light. Which deck do I want to use? Which deck? Maybe this one. Show me. What does Nadia need to see regarding this situation? What does Nadia need to see? Yeah, I do think it was something to do with the heat, because I'll show you. Your aircon was on blast. Maybe it was too cold. But I'm getting the sun in this card, and then I've got a couple of cards here where we've got flames, okay? So there's something here about, look, the devil. The sun, I feel like the sun was on it and it caused some, what material is it made out of? It's something about, yeah, I don't know how to talk about chemistry and stuff. I'm really bad with that stuff. What material is it made out of? I don't think it's a bad omen, but I'm going to get a soul truth card for you and see what is the general guidance? The general guidance for Nadia, please, Spirit. What does Nadia need to see, please? What does Nadia need to see? Like, you know, for example, is it clay? Is it porcelain? Is it glass? I'm not really sure about materials, but let me know if it's something like those. I'm definitely feeling it was a weird temperature situation. So even if your aircon was on blast, there's something about heat was trapped somewhere and it caused it to break. What does Nadia need to see, please, Spirit? There's two messages here about the need for you to move towards people who uplift you in your life. I don't feel like you're surrounded by many supportive people, or if you are, there could be one or two people who would lend you a hand, but you don't feel comfortable asking them. You've got a card that says, the people with whom we surround ourselves determine who we become. Does your tribe fill you up? Do they inspire you? Do they believe in you? Do they help you step into your greatest potential? Make a desire list of the type of people with whom you wish to surround yourself and clarify if there's anyone in your life who no longer serves you. Can you love them from a distance? And you've got a card that says, who can I serve today? If you're feeling emptiness in life, the best way to remedy that is to give more. So think about the skills and talents that you have. Think about what you're capable of giving. And if you give more of that, it will, as I said, not make you feel so empty. In a world lacking soul-to-soul connection, small and simple acts are what create the biggest and most lasting impact. We shift our own pain and experience an avalanche of love when we lose ourselves in the service of others. So who needs you today? Listen to your heart and make one soulful connection and give solely to spread more love, expecting nothing in return. Notice the joy that you feel when you serve others. So instead of relying so much on feng shui and objects to improve your abundance, it's your attitude, it's your mindset, it's your desire to be of service to others. That's what's going to bring you more abundance in life. Yeah, I thought it might be glass. That makes sense. It's a lot more delicate in terms of, temperature. So I just feel like the message is, the omen would be, stop relying on objects. And I understand. I'm a big believer in the power of crystals, right? I wear a lot of crystal jewelry. I've got some ruby, I've got labradorite, I've got, moonstone, citrine. I've got crystals all around me because I do believe that they can bring a lot. They can help you with manifesting. But if we rely too much on objects and tools such as, money bowls and stuff, I feel like we forget that if we want to improve our abundance, we have other ways that we can go about it, okay? So I hope that was helpful. Cindy, I definitely feel like the autoimmune thing has been triggered by your panic and your anxiety. So if you can get your anxiety under control, your physical symptoms will get better. Okay, but you do need to go and see someone about it. Hey, Cherie, I'm good, thank you. How are you? Thanks, Jean. You explained it much easier, much better than what I could have. Okay, so I'll be doing 1-card readings for those of you who want a quick message. Otherwise, I think I've completed the $15 reading. So let's see, we'll just see who wants a card. Correct, Cindy. I think that's what we were receiving from Spirit. All right, I might get a message for Jean. I'm going to use this deck, my new deck, the Unity Oracle. Hey, Richie. Let's have a look. What does Jean need to see, please? What does Jean need to see? You've got love. Be the love that you are. I don't know if you're looking for love. Let's see what this card says. Card number 47. Love is the glue that holds the entire cosmos together. The love card has come to you today as a sign to spend more time loving yourself, others, and the world around you. It's calling you to explore what love means to you. The depth of love is an endless discovery. Loving self can be as simple as being kind in your mind. Avoid putting yourself down or holding negative views about yourself. Allowing yourself enough rest and feeding yourself with nutritious foods are also acts of self-love. Aww. Reflect on what's loving in your life and then let go of the things that don't support a loving life. If there are people who often put you down or cause grief, it might be time to evaluate how much time and energy you give to these people. It's not loving or kind to subject ourselves to people and environments that don't support us. So if you're looking for love, I'm going to get a message from my love oracle that I made. So let's have a look. Okay, Angels and Spirit, please show me, what does Jean need to see about manifesting love? What does Jean need to see about manifesting love, please, Spirit? What does Jean need to see? What does Jean need to see when it comes to love, please? I'm seeing the number 4 as being significant for you. I don't know if you were born on the 4th, or in numerology, your birthday might add up to a 4. Like, for example, if you were born on the 31st, I'm getting 4 as being important. I want you to be a love magnet. If you're waiting for love, attract instead of going out searching for it, because it's not an object to be lost or found, okay? And that's why we got that card about, you know, being the love that you're looking for. You've got a card that says, choose to be self-sustained, self-affirming, and move beyond whatever has caused you pain. So I do feel like you could still be releasing something from your past. If someone has offended you, insulted you, upset or disappointed you, let it go, because you can't get what you want if you keep holding on to this. I feel like you are healing a tendency to be, I feel like you're healing codependent tendencies when it comes to relationships. That's why there's a card asking you to be more self-sustained, because you don't want to land relationships that are transactional, okay? Thanks, Nadia. Let's have a look if we can get answers about your husband. Okay, I'm going to use the Moonology deck for you, Nadia. Angels and Spirit, please show me, will Nadia's husband get his green card? Please show me. Does your husband need to do a test? I don't know much about the process, but it feels like maybe your husband might need to know about the history of America. He might need to do some homework. It does look positive. Let me see what the tarot says. I'm going to use the animal tarot. Then we're going to get timing, okay? Show me, will Nadia's husband get his green card? What is the guidance? Nadia's husband get his green card. I think soon. I think it's going to come in quickly. We've got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords has multiple meanings. It could be a message about, you know, if your husband has to go through testing, not to rush the answers. Take his time, think things through. Angels and Spirit, please show me. Well, what does Nadia's husband need to see regarding the green card? There's something about his past as well that could become an obstacle. There's something that, yeah, I don't know what this is. Could be financial. Something about his money in the past. Let me see. Let me see. I'm going to use a different deck. What does Nadia need to see regarding her husband's green card? Yeah, the past. Something in the past might be an obstacle. I'm getting October. He could get his green card in October. What does Nadia need to see regarding her husband's green card? So does that mean there's going to be a delay? Yeah, so within 6 months. Does he go for a test in about 2 months? Maybe the test is in September and then he gets approved in October. Let me know if this makes sense. Show me, what does Nadia need to see regarding her husband's green card? Something in 3 weeks as well. We've got change strategy. I don't know what that means. Normally it means if you are planning on getting something and you're taking a specific approach, there's a need to reconsider your approach. So I don't know, does that make sense? Show me one more message regarding Nadia's husband's green card. There's something unexpected from the past that may pose an obstacle, and it keeps coming up, okay? So, you know, your husband might need to circumvent something in order to get around this obstacle. Let me know if that makes sense. So I'm not getting a no, and I'm not getting a yes, it will be an easy approvals process. I'm sorry that it might be a bit confusing, but let me know if I can clarify anything, okay? So we have Isak. Okay, great grandfather. Let's have a look. Hey, Sean. All right, let's have a look. Which deck do I want to use? This one. We're doing a mediumship reading. And I'm just figuring out which decks we want to use. This one. And oops, that was a deck that fell off. All right. Let's see. Angels and Spirit, please bring this person through for Isak. What do you want to bring through, please? He's saying no matter what has happened to me on my journey, I was divinely supported through it. I still am. Okay, so something quite... he could have died suddenly or in a way that maybe cut his life short. Or maybe there was a lot of trauma in his lifetime, but he's saying no matter what happened to me, I was divinely supported through it all. Angels and Spirit, please show me what does Isak need to see regarding his great-grandfather. So there's no need for you to hold on to any sadness around what he suffered. Yeah, I was getting this. So I was seeing a watch or a clock, a timepiece, and I thought that the message that was coming through was life is short. Enjoy it while you can. And I do have this message here. It says, enjoy yourself, be free. And then I know with every breath you take, you'll be taking one for me. It's almost like Spirit lives vicariously through us. They're able to be alongside us, and they see everything that we do, and you know, that kind of thing. Every relative and friend you think about is here with me, and they send you their love. So it feels like your great-grandfather is surrounded by people in the spirit realm. And from my heavenly vantage point, I can see and understand things so much more clearly now. And I can see now that you and I never had anything to be afraid of. So really comforting messages coming through. Let's see what this deck says. Angels and Spirit, please show me what does Isak's great-grandfather wish to bring through. I will always point you in the right direction. And look, you know how I said I was seeing like a watch or a timepiece? This is a compass, but it was a very similar image. We've also got a card that says, don't be afraid. I feel like your great-grandfather was a really fearless person. And he's definitely there helping you, guiding you. Angels and Spirit, please show me what does this ex-great-grandfather want to say. Yeah, again, he's saying I have a new understanding. So it's like when we cross over, all of the missing pieces of the puzzle come together. We have access to, you know, the, what do you call it? The archives of all time. You know what I'm talking about. The Akashic records. Angels and Spirit, please show me what does Isak's great-grandfather need to say. Tears cleanse the soul. I feel like he's wanting you to express yourself more. Let's see what the Spirit messages cards have. What does his ex-great-grandfather need to say? And I feel like you put a lot of pressure on yourself to accomplish so much in a short amount of time. Your great-grandfather is saying, enjoy the process, enjoy the creative process. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Trust the wait. You're being prepared for your blessings. And in order to receive, you have to be ready to receive. Things that you're going through now are not random. Trust the flow of the universe. You're elevating and shedding unnecessary layers. Old cycles are ending and new beginnings are on the horizon. You deserve this new chapter. So you are leaving the old version of yourself behind. And while this new self is being born, your great-grandfather is saying, just be patient. So I hope that was helpful. Thank you, Jean. You've got all the answers for me today. But yes, Akashic records. I find during Mercury retrograde, which starts in a couple of days, but we're in Mercury shadow right now, not only do I struggle to string sentences together, but I often struggle to find words. And I read a lot. Like, I read a lot. This year I have finished like so many different fantasy series, and the books are like this thick, and I'm always reading, to the point where I will become reclusive if I read any more books, right? And normally when you read a lot, your ability to recall words is very good, and my vocabulary is normally very good, but I find Mercury retrograde, I struggle so much to find words. Hey, we have, who do we have from Ireland? We've got Lords of 69 from Ireland. I love Ireland. I went to Dublin for a week and it wasn't long enough. There was so much to see and do. So we have Natasha is back. Oh, we've got a Scorpio in Texas. You know, I was in Texas this time last year. Absolutely loved it. I went all over. I was dog sitting in Austin. I stayed in Fort Worth, and I only did like a short visit to Dallas, and I stayed in Houston for a week. Where else did I go? Anywhere else? I really loved Texas. Gina, Pluto, Saturn, Neptune, and Mercury all retrograde. Oh gosh, no wonder things, I feel this energy quite strongly. Natasha says, I'm just wondering if I have new love coming in. I love my love readings, guys. You know I do. Let's see what we can get. Which deck do we want to start with for Natasha? We're going to use the tarot first. Let's see. Who is coming in for Natasha? Who's coming in for Natasha, please? There's a sense here that you need to make space in your life, Natasha. So whether you're holding on to past relationships or whether you need to let go of worry that you're not going to meet someone, there's things that you need to release with the Four of Pentacles in the reverse position. Who's coming in towards Natasha, please, Spirit? Do you struggle with, are you feeling a little bit disillusioned with love at the moment? Because I'm seeing certain cards like the Fool in the reverse and the Moon card. Maybe you tend to cling to old relationships in your mind and you idealize them and you look at past people through rose-colored glasses because you haven't met anyone new that you see potential with. I'm feeling that you're getting a bit disillusioned with love, but the good news is you have closed a cycle. Like, you are walking into a new love era. I feel like you have learnt some important lessons. I do see a relationship coming up, but you need to let go of someone who doesn't really know where they're going in life. Because if you're dealing with someone who doesn't know what they want for themselves, they're never going to be able to give you clarity within a connection, okay? Because they're showing me the King of Wands in the reverse. This is someone who lacks direction. And we've got the Two of Pentacles. This is someone who, again, could be dealing with someone else because they don't really know what they're wanting. They could be juggling. I feel like they're figuring themselves out, and you need to trust your intuition. If this person isn't giving you clarity, I feel like you need to move move on from that person, okay? Because we've got the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like they're going to drop the ball. There's some other person that's coming in, and it's a King of Cups. So it could be a water sign, but it doesn't have to be. The King of Cups is just someone who's emotionally present, emotionally intelligent, they're emotionally available, and they can give you the Ten of Pentacles. You know, there is long-term potential with this King of Cups. So you need to let go of a past person. Okay, I'm definitely seeing that with cards like the Three of Cups in the reverse and the Devil. Yeah, it's like you're still holding on to someone, hoping to hear from someone who's let you down with these cards here. With the Three of Wands, that's you waiting, hoping to hear from someone. With the Three of Swords, someone who could have broken your heart. And the Nine of Wands, you're clinging on for dear life. That's what it looks like to me. And there could have been strong chemistry with this person, because, you know, I've been with a King of Wands in the reverse, and they were really, what's the word, charming, but they really had zero to offer me because they had no idea where they were going in life. Sorry, I'm just signing back into PayPal with my silly little code here, and then we can continue. Let's have a look at timing. When you can expect this person to come in. Where's my timing deck? Here we go. Show me, please, when can Natasha expect a new person to come in? So the longer you hold on to this person, the longer it's going to be that you meet this new person that has more potential, because at the bottom of the deck we've got timing is pushed back due to blockages. Yeah, there's someone who's a waste of your time, and it's that King of Wands in the reverse, and it's time to let this person go. I'm getting 3 months from now. Is it heading into your summer? Oh, no, that's heading into my summer, because I'm in winter right now. I'm getting like from 3 months from now looks better for you. And I feel like 2026 is better for you as well. Let me just pull a card from my Love Oracle deck. Hey, Laura. Hey, JJ. We've got a Taurus in the house. Gina also wants to know what's coming towards her in love. Let's see. Natasha. What is the guidance for Natasha in love, please, Spirit? What is the guidance for Natasha in love? What is the guidance for Natasha? Yeah, you're holding on to this person. It says you may have believed that you had to stay in the painful hole of hurt caused by the loss of a loved one. Make a conscious effort and choice to cover the hole and move on. What does the Spirit please show me? What does Natasha need to see when it comes to love? So I am getting 3 to 4 months from now. And I feel like you need to reframe whatever happened with this person in the past. Maybe you're telling yourself a story in your mind, like something like, oh, maybe if I'd just done this better, or maybe if I jumped through this hoop, that situation could have worked out. No, I want you to completely release those ideas about this person, because as I said to you, if someone isn't clear about what they're wanting for themselves, it doesn't matter if they're with Cindy Crawford or Elle Macpherson. I'm showing my age right now. You know, it doesn't matter if they're with a supermodel. They would never be able to give anyone clarity within a relationship if they don't know what they want for themselves. So I want you to start reframing why things ended the way that they did. And growth is getting very clear on the ways that we block our own blessings. It could be that you're blocking love by giving people who are emotionally unavailable too many chances. I hope that that was helpful, okay? Hey, Mark. So let me just check. Gina. So Gina, I do a 1 card free, or I do like a more detailed reading for $15. Okay, so let me know what you'd like to do. I can just get you a advice card when it comes to love. Let me know. Hanson Roberts. I love that deck as well. Let me see if it's near me. Maybe it's in this drawer. I've got this deck that's similar to Hanson Roberts. I don't know if that's the one that you're talking about. But the Hanson Roberts deck that I do use on my channel, let me just, I don't know what I've done with it because I'm literally surrounded by cards. What did I do with that? Oh, here it is. This is my Hanson Roberts deck. Okay, let's have a look. Who is coming towards Nancy in love? Who is coming towards Nancy in love, please? Who is coming towards Nancy in love? Someone from your past. Thank you, Spirit. I was like getting that from different cards, and then when they showed me the 6 of Cups, it was confirmation. Okay, so someone wants to fight for you back, because I saw the 7 of Wands, which is that defensive energy. I also saw the 4 of Pentacles, which is someone who's holding on to you. Show me more about who's coming towards Nancy in love. Yeah, it's someone that from your past that wants to heal things with the 3 of Swords in the reverse. All right, hit me with your questions, guys, and we'll get through as many as possible. Harry Potter is Aquarius. And do you want to know what love question do you have for me? Gina wants to know what's coming towards me in love. Okay. Angels and Spirit, please show me what's coming towards Gina in love. What's coming towards Gina in love, please? Gina, I'm getting a warning for you. Be careful of who you match with online, okay? I'm seeing online dating, and I'm seeing someone who might not be who they portray themselves to be. Yeah, I'm getting a warning. So just be careful. To be honest with you, I would try and take a break from online dating for now, okay? Because I do feel like there's someone that would have you believe that there's someone totally different from who they say they are. Mark wants to know what's coming towards him in love as well. Let's see. What's coming towards Mark in love? What's coming towards Mark in love, please? It does look like you've got a secret admirer, Mark, with the Page of Cups. It's like this person doesn't know how to approach you. Maybe time has passed since you spoke to this person. It could be a fire sign. But I'm getting this person doesn't know how to approach you. And the reason why I think that maybe you didn't end things on a good note, we've got the 5 of Pentacles next to the 7 of Pentacles. It could have been some time has passed since you've heard from this person. And as I said, they don't know how to initiate. Ace of Wands in the reverse position. Let me just get a message from my Unity Oracle that I got yesterday for you. Angels and Spirit, what is Mark's guidance? What is Mark's guidance when it comes to love? What is Mark's guidance when it comes to love, please? The golden thread, let go of judgment. So I feel like there could have been conflict, there could have been a disagreement. The two of you didn't see eye to eye. And I feel like this person does want to make amends. But let's see what this card says quickly. There exists an invisible golden thread inside all of us that is pulsating with unconditional love and acceptance. When this card arises for you, it's encouraging you to throw your thread out across the whole planet like a fishing line into the ocean. Know that whoever needs it right now will be touched by your golden thread. This card is also giving you the permission to let go of judgment. We are all humans, we are all flawed, we all have fears, but we are all deserving of love. We are all individual souls having a human experience on this big floating blue and green orb in the middle of an infinite universe. Let us meet others now, not on a human level, but on a soul level. Let us give others our unconditional love, regardless of thoughts, feelings, values, and opinions. Let us meet each other wherever we may be on our soul journey with nothing but love, kindness, and understanding. Know that as you send out your golden thread, others are doing the same, sending you unconditional love and acceptance also. Visualize the entire planet covered in golden threads of love, bringing all of humanity together in peace and harmony. Yeah, I definitely feel like there's someone who wants to patch things up with you. Let me know if you know who this person is. Nancy says, can you confirm if the person from the past is the Scorpio? All good. Let's see. What star sign is this person from the past? What star sign? Show me the star sign of this person from the past that wants to come in for Nancy. It does look like Scorpio. 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups, I think is Scorpio energy. Let me just Google it. I mean, you know how we know cups are water, but each tarot card has an individual zodiac sign that represents it. Pisces. Hang on. Show me the zodiac sign. Show me the zodiac sign of the person from the past who wants to reconnect with Nancy. It's a water sign. Look at that, Queen of Cups. And even though I think the Queen of Cups represents Cancer, even Minnow Pond Tarot associates the Queen of Cups with Scorpio. So I definitely feel like it could be this Scorpio person. Show me another card, please. This person from Nancy's past. That's interesting. The Knight of Wands just came out. So it's definitely someone who is passionate, and you can't get more passionate than Scorpio, okay? So even though Scorpio is a water sign, we often get mistaken for a fire sign because we're so intense and because we're so passionate. And also it's because our ruling planet is Mars and Pluto, but Mars is our co-ruler and Mars is the planet of war and aggression. And so, you know, it's like fire energy, right? It's competition, it's war. And so that's why Scorpios often get confused with fire signs. Angels and spirits, show me the person from Nancy's past. Show me this person. What's their star sign? The Lovers. It's definitely someone with whom you've had a passionate relationship with. More water energy coming through. Someone that thinks that you're the one that got away. The Four of Cups is that missed opportunity card. That rejection card. This person coming through for Nancy. You know what? I just want to shuffle one more deck for you. It's an archetype deck. Let's see if I can get any further information. Who is coming back for Nancy? Who's coming back for Nancy? Show me clearly. Who is this person that's coming back for Nancy? So funny, we've got Master of Stealth, and I guess Scorpio can be a bit stealthy. Who's coming back in for Nancy? Detective. Yeah, I'm definitely getting Scorpio archetypes here because Scorpios are the detectives of the zodiac, right? We're sleuths, we're investigators of truth. And didn't you say that he's like not so subtly stalking you in a way, like, you know, doing drive-bys and stuff? I am getting a bit of Gemini energy mixed in here though. Now, I don't know if, does he wear a hat? I'm getting, maybe he wears a hat as part of his uniform. Like, I don't know what he does for work. Maybe, see how all of these cards, that they're wearing a hat. We've got the security guard, we've got the detective, we have the magician, which is Gemini energy. It's also Virgo energy as well. And we have the ninja. They're all wearing hats. So let me know if that makes any sense to you. Oh, okay, awesome. Yes, Aries is also ruled by Mars, and that's why Aries and Scorpio tend to have a bit of a love-hate relationship. It's like Aries can sense that there's something very similar within Scorpio, but because we have the Pluto point of difference, Aries tends to be quite intimidated by Scorpio. They don't know really how to compete with us. they have that same sense of competition because they're ruled by Mars, but they don't, like, Scorpio is kind of like the dark horse, and Aries has no idea how to gain the upper hand. So there is that tension between Aries and Scorpio is what I find. All right, Isabelle wants to know how Fabio feels. Let's have a look. We're going to use the Mythic Tarot. Let's have a look. Angels and Spirit, please show me, how does Fabio feel towards Isabelle? How does Fabio feel towards Isabelle, please? How does Fabio feel towards Isabelle? I'm getting a little bit of emotional immaturity with Fabio because we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. I also get disappointment and regret around him with the Five of Cups. What I feel intuitively, now I don't know if the cards are going to reiterate this, or sorry, reaffirm this, but I feel like Fabio doesn't feel like he has anything to offer you in terms of materially. Like maybe he's not in a good position financially. Let me just see. How does Fabio feel towards Isabelle, please? How does Fabio feel towards Isabelle? We have the Knight of Wands, so I do see desire for him, but we have the Two of Wands in the reverse, which is not really knowing what he's wanting or where he's going. And I'm getting this for the Divine Masculine a lot lately. There's a lot of lost Divine Masculine energies out there. How does Fabio really feel towards Isabelle? Now, the Two of Wands in the reverse can just reflect he wouldn't know how it would work practically in the future. He doesn't know if the two of you are wanting the same things. So that's why we're getting the Knight of Wands. In the present moment, he wants to act on his desire towards you, but in terms of a future, he's too uncertain. Angels and Spirit, please show me, how does Fabio really feel towards Isabelle, please? How does Fabio really feel towards Isabelle? Yeah, I feel like he's working towards bettering his circumstances with the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, he doesn't, exactly what I was saying. He doesn't feel financially stable. And so I do feel like he'll come back around. There is like a reunion here with the Three of Cups. But we have that Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. It doesn't feel like he really has anything of substance to offer you in terms of a long-term commitment, but also in terms of like a lifestyle. I hope that makes sense. Okay. Oh, he's Gemini moon. Oh my God, Nancy, that's definitely him then. Isn't it crazy how the cards pick up on this stuff? Yeah, that's definitely the person I'm picking up on, Isabelle. Hey, Juanita, nice to see you. All right, so if I haven't read for you and you would like a card, let me know if you have a question. Otherwise, I'm just going to pull a general card for you. I've got the Dream Song Oracle, which is a really beautiful deck. I've got, and it was just the full moon last night or the night before. I've got a moon deck here, which is beautiful as well. I also have the Unity Oracle, which I've been using today. So let me know, guys, if you want a message. What's this deck? Yeah, the Moon Temple Oracle is the one I was talking about. Oh no, now I'm logged out of PayPal again. Let me see. I will do you, Juanita, but let me know if there's a particular deck you want me to use for you. Oh, where's that code? Nancy, I don't do Zoom. What I do is personal readings, but what I channel your photo, so I don't actually need to do a face-to-face or a Zoom. You send me a photo of yourself, I channel your energy, and then I answer all of your questions in a private video. Then I send you the link, and then you can watch it as many times as you like and at your convenience, because I do a lot of international readings. That's the easiest way I find that I can record your reading as soon as I can and then send it to you. And you might be sleeping on the other side of the world, but when you wake up, you can watch it. And it's just easier than trying to arrange a mutually convenient time. All right, Juanita, I'm gonna do, let's use the Dream Song Oracle for you. All right, angels and spirit, please show me. What does Juanita need to see? Thank you, Mark. So will you. Okay. So I send my clients the private video link via email if they ask for a reading via email, or you can find me on Facebook, but just be careful because there's a few copycat accounts. So it's the same name on Facebook, Brittany Psychic Tarot, and I've got like 7,500 followers on Facebook. That's how you will know that that's my page. So it depends where you request a reading. I send you the private link through the channel that you've requested the reading, and my email address can be found in the description box of my videos that I do on the star signs, okay? So intuitively, Juanita, this card, Grow Wild, is telling me that you could have been going through a period of survival mode. You maybe are lacking a bit of joy and fun and adventure and connection in your day-to-day life. And so I feel like you need to get back to that part of you that feels free and feels enthusiasm for life. But let's see what this says. Someone trying to call me. I'll just decline that. Grow Wild says, you weren't born to pay bills and die, distracting yourself with the secondary satisfaction of cute shoes and happy hour. The time has come to unplug from your current matrix. Now is the time to court nature, seek out animal companions, have a conversation with the stars. Your soul is a forest full of stories the moon whispers late at night. Indulge your own nature and rewild your life. Yeah, so exactly what I was saying. You need to get out of survival mode and maybe change up your routine a little bit. Incorporate more fun and excitement and play. Maybe you need to organize a trip and get out of your usual surroundings, okay? Yeah, so it's a private YouTube video, Nancy, that only you can view because it's a private link. And yeah, just send me an email and or just find me on Facebook. I do a lot of readings, private readings. Thank you, Mark. You're welcome, Isabelle. Ah, you too. No worries. So I offer a 15-minute video, which is great if you only have 1 or 2 questions. And then I do a 30-minute video if you need something a little bit more in depth. And if you've got multiple questions that cover different aspects of your life. So for example, if you want to know what's going on in your career and what your life purpose is, as well as you want to know what's happening in love, I would recommend the 30-minute reading, okay? I also offer, it's just a little bit extra, an urgent reading, because I know that sometimes we get into a panic and we just need some spiritual guidance to help us make a decision. So, you know, I think it's, how much extra is it? It's only $30 extra for a urgent reading, and it's a 30-minute reading. Okay, so it gives you all of the reassurance and clarity that you need in order to make an important decision. Okay guys, if there's no one else that needs a free message, I might close the reading out. But thank you all for joining, and I will see you again very, very soon. Turnaround, Nancy, is within 48 hours of payment, but I can usually turn around the 15-minute video sooner than that. Like I can do it within sometimes 8 hours. So you're welcome. Thank you so much, Jean. I'll see you guys later. Bye.